Hey everybody, we're starting right as we left off. I don't know, brother. Are we really like it's been a while since we ran a versus. This don't really want to go up against Green Cat. Man-eating plant? Come on, we could just, you know what, you leave rejoin, and there'll be more people next time. Come on. Oh! His name is Yashinomi. He's got a beef bowl from Yoshinoya. Hi, you know what I'm talking about? The Flaming Lips. Okay, it looks like a normal lobby. It's just the first person who joined was a little... They got a high elo, you know? We got Magnus Carlsen in the lobby. I think... I mean, there's quite a lot of sustain on this. I don't know. Let me be like a fussy gladiator. I said a pila. If I wanted a spear, I would have asked you for a spear. I'm not getting into the Colosseum with the lion and the chariot that cuts the people in half with the blades on the wheels until I get my pila, okay? No, it's as I expected. We don't have quite enough herding power. We got killed by the person battling the pink robots. That's okay. Let me stack you. I have to see how this looks. It would be really nice not to lose this round. But, well, you know what? I think this probably goes kind of hard. Oh, no! That's not what I meant to do, samurai. Okay, here. Mess the frick up, samurai. In Night City, what is the difference between a criminal and what's the difference between a criminal and a citizen? Getting caught. I hated how their squad was entirely themed around future growth, because that means they might know something I don't know. Bats seem great. Overwriting equipment as the game goes later and later is going to be very important. In that case, why not also take some stats of this varietal? Appreciate that. I'm not going to freeze an apple, though. We can do better. Obviously, I'm not super sold on you. I'll take 2 of these laddies right here. We have a level 2 bat incoming. I probably would not stall for the level up. I'll probably take the level up immediately on our next turn. Keep the stats rolling. Try to make some use of the Silk Moth. We should do a... People are playing real quick, by the way. What am I going to complain about then? Jellyfish build, huh? Haven't been in ranked in a while. I am a little scared, but maybe I'm letting it get in my head for no reason. I'm not sure if I'm really rabbit-pilled. Holy cow, man. But, it feels fine for now. Let's look at some names. I always click the wrong thing. Mechanical Whippersnappers. Liza P gives you a +2. Iconic Hands. Rachmaninoff gives you a +2. Holy Bludger. Don't even know what it means. Sounds like a Dio song. Boring Fuddy-Duddies. Me on the weekend, raking leaves. The Domesticated Nuts. Me 7 days a week. Wife made me get a vasectomy. Call those honey roasted nuts. Just kidding. We're still talking about it. The Ironic Bamboos and the Crunchy Copycats. They're good names, Bront. They're perfectly cromulent names. I don't think anyone would dispute that. That one stings, though. Yashinomi. Probably watches my streams. That's how she know me. You're both gone. It's just a matter of time before we get to shine. Let me get a little... I feel like not having strawberries is a scary situation to be in. 2 cost 1/2 seems okay to me. Stats always seem okay to me. A snail just doesn't get the blood pumping, I'm sorry to say. Now, not a big believer in any of these. I'd love to get... Oh, a level! You should have. And thank you for doing it. I like the idea of a crow. But I'm not sure if in practice it's the right play here. I'd rather have a clownfish and get like a really good stat injection. Here's my mental model, and it could be wrong. Really good stat injection on leveled up units to keep them in the game, get some wins or at least avoid some losses. And then it seems like it's one of those weeklies where you really got to prioritize getting everybody to 50-50 with great equipment if you're ever going to have a chance. You're not going to sneak in like with a good Lynx build or something like that. We got a different sort of vibe going here. It's a level 1 rabbit. I'd rather save the reroll money and do something else. You should not be getting buffed either. It should be like this. You missed your chance, brother. I'm sorry to say. It's the truth, though. This is a stability purchase. How we doing, by the way? How we looking in the lobby? Some people are close to losing. Level 1 jellyfish ain't gonna carry you. Now, this scares me. Ezrins, this scares me. This scares me because I don't know what you're cooking, brother. Weasel bonobo. In my head, I said baboon, and then I was like, don't be stupid. It's a bonobo. Imagine if you were like an ape, you would be offended that man didn't know your name. It's like not knowing the name of your relative, man. Like, we're closely related. I'm going to endeavor to change that. Okay. It hurts to lose that one. I'm just saying, I feel like some of our opponents are beating us, and some of our opponents, I don't know, I feel like we maybe have a chance. Now, the cone snail was not, like, fully what I was looking for, but it is what it is. I really don't like the idea of buying fried shrimp here. I've completely eschewed the chance to go strawberry many times. Sea lion, I'm just acknowledging my own biases. I'm gonna fall prey to my own biases potentially. But sea lion strikes me as one of those units I always underrate, and then I get beaten by squads that contain it, and I go, how do you make this work? It seems so complicated. Put it somewhere and it gives unit stats? That's crazy. I don't think we're fully cooked, though. And remember, I'm always looking for realistic finishes. It would be nice to come in first. I'm going to endeavor to do my best. It's not like I'm changing my strategy to try to come in second or third or something like that. But for my own expectations, just to be in the top half of the lobby would be fine. Everybody's trying their best. Me focusing as intently on the game as possible. Everybody else vaping, playing Valorant in between rounds of Super Auto Pets, or playing Super Auto Pets in between rounds of Valorant. In a Discord call with their girlfriend. I'm like, everybody's doing their best, right? Everybody's focusing as hard as they can on this. So, like, there's a high level of competition, okay? There's definitely a part of me that thinks you just throw a husky out here. Interesting. I think you're kind of gone, though. You're kind of washed. I might be speaking to myself. Cone snail is also kind of washed. I don't know. The thing with the clownfish is we need to get more levels, which means we need to live into the chocolate era. Let's be realistic. Don't even worry about these squads. I see a turtle, I'm like, I'm cooked. They have units that are much stronger than mine, and they're going to have a melon on top of it. We don't even need to bother ourselves. Now, we just lost to you, so you clear us. I think if I get pretty please, I could live. And I shouldn't tempt fate. I think there's a chance if we get green gat. A chance if we get green gat. Yos, I'm not saying it because I mean, I know what the first two words mean, but you never know what the last word. We're just trying to... I'm not going to get caught saying ligma or something like that. Catch me at the hospital with a bouquet of flowers. Doctor's like, ligma doesn't exist. It's a copy pasta. And I'm like, what the heck? I didn't know this was the Olive Garden. I thought this was the intensive care unit. Oh, son of a gun. I'm cooked, man. One life. One life, but on the bright side, no prospects. Now, some of that, you know as well as I do the power that a green pepper can have, the chokehold that a green pepper can have on the rest of the squad. The problem with the green pepper is that it's going to stop. This is so stupid. I was like, the green pepper will stop the husky from buffing the unit that has the green pepper. Simple. Just give the husky the green pepper. All right, now your 7/9 husky has a green pepper. Now what? Good point. I mean, I would say, to me, it seems like realistic that we might come in 6th on this one. We got lucky. 2 units are going to get eliminated before me. 2 units, 2 people, 2 hardworking pillars of the community, 2 the finest gamers this world has ever known have already been taken from us before their time. And we are soon to join them. I mean, we lost to the other person who's down at our level. And there's nobody at your level. Don't insult them. Oh, God, it's the person in first place. Yeah, we're cooked. Oh! We're not cooked. We live to fight another day. And we level. No, it's just, I mean, if we're sticking, we got to stick, man. As Cardi B said, if it's up, then it's up, then it's up. And I repeat, then it's up. You can't deny it. She do be saying, hey, maybe we should keep you frozen. You never know. Sometimes it just doesn't unfreeze. Me doing a 30-minute Cody Rigsby Peloton ride, wondering what Alexander Pope meant when he said how happy is the blameless vessels lot, the world forgetting by the word forgot, while Cardi B describes her huge butt and small stomach in my ear while I'm climbing out of the saddle at 60 to 70 cadence, 55 to 70 resistance. Man is an animal of contradictions, I think is that's the spirit of that bit. If you haven't listened to the song, it's a good one. Now, is it as good as Olivia Rodrigo's Bad Idea, right? Me personally, I would say it doesn't have the same kind of chokehold on me. But still, it's a perfectly cromulent song. Now we're cooked. Okay, get me out of here. You know, I think we've learned in the past few weeklies, we're not built for verses right now, and that's okay. We'll have our fun elsewhere. Choke moth. No thanks. This takes me back, man. Let me be like a golden streamer. It wouldn't be caught dead being a cozy streamer. It's a strong squad. I'm not going to deny it. You know what I think I've realized about this weekly? Very interesting. What I think I've learned about this weekly is picking a lane early seems valuable. My God, we got a draw! Yes! Like having a strawberry seems good to keep you stable in the early game. You can sell a kiwi into it. Then you got a mouse. You can keep buffing this unit that's already getting buffed on the strawberry with a little bit of food. 2 cost apples, they add up. And then if you keep your HP high enough, it makes it less, like, traumatic to pivot later in the game. Now, I'm not even worried about that loss. They didn't even put a name on their face, okay? So we don't sweat that. We're not embarrassed. You're embarrassed. I'm out here losing to Christopher Guest. Seems interesting. Oh, it's delightfully devilish, Seymour. It is, isn't it? How about, like, this? We're not going to lose this one, so it's okay, I think, for us to sell the snail, buy a kiwi to go in its place instead. Hold. That's not fair. They had 2 snails, bro. What am I supposed to do about that? Very nice. Let's try. It would be something. I would be very surprised if I make the Jaboa this week after not making it work on the weekly where it was like demonstrably by far the best animal in the pack. But there would be something in character about that, I suppose. Very nice. Get out of my face. Turtle's really good too. I'm a turtle disrespecter, and I have no reason to be. That's the worst part about all of it. I know we could have gotten a level, but just simmer with me on this Jaboa for a second, okay? I got plans. My plans encountering the enemy. No! No! God, no! It does get it does tickle the funny bone sometimes, don't it? That's a gimme in this household. I might not even sell you yet. Might sell you when I need the money. You're the laddie. Next turn. It's a whole, there's a process involved. The Jaboa's popping though. You got way better scaling than me. I'm going down, brother. I have not gotten this son of a gun off the ground. That was nice, though. We need to keep an empty space. So what are you doing with your turtle, then? The answer is you're doing nothing with your turtle. It's a great excuse to be four-squatted. I could sell you and put a turtle out there, but I don't really want to do that. There's an apple in there! It's all right. The Jaboa levels, it gets fed 1,000 apples. The jellyfish says, caca, caca. Now, we're in a very rough spot, and it's entirely my own doing. As it always is. Level me. Level me. Sell me? I know. We're dismantling the owl to Jaboa engine. But on the other hand, we did just add like a frick ton of stats onto the squad. Way earlier than you would expect them to exist. I hate that I've committed myself to this fish, by the way. But it is what it is. Stings, brother. It stings. Not getting much usefulness here. Okay, well, I did it to myself. I still think the Stegosauruses are good enough that they might keep us in the mix. They will keep us in the mix. Now, I know it's bizarre. We need some apple luck. Not something you normally find yourself asking for at this stage of the game. Come on. Come on with this. I'm literally rolling. Do you see how good Stegosauruses are? I'm rolling for apples, and I'm winning. Or at least, I haven't bought anything in 2 rounds. And we're still, we picked up wins in those rounds. I'm not saying it's the way you should do it, okay? I'm saying that's just the way it is. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. You know the words. Things will never be the same. Da-da-doo, da-da-doo, da-da-doo. I have to try. I'm sorry. You have to try. Now, we got an extra spot open for the Lord, okay? Don't kill me on this one, because this would be so freaking... Oh. It would have gone huge, man, because we had the level 3 Jaboa and everything. That was my fault. I pot committed myself to too many different archetypes. Interesting. Interesting. How about an edible banana? Not sure if you've ever heard of these. They're called bananas. I'm in the 2 banana a day lifestyle right now. Might seem like a little much. I simply don't know if a salamander can work. But I simply am going to try. We're looking for, like, start of battle effects. I want to start this by saying I'm not a nutritionist, okay? All I know is what I've learned about and what I've experienced in my life. When did everybody start hating fruit? People will be shoving Doritos in their mouth, eating 400 grams of beef jerky a day, saying, 2 bananas a day, isn't that kind of a lot of sugar? This is not, I want to reiterate, okay? This is not how science is done. So it's possible that I might not know. It's guaranteed that I might not know what I'm talking about. But that also doesn't mean I'm wrong. I know it's confusing, but it is true. I will not subscribe to any nutritional mental model that vilifies the consumption of fruit. It just doesn't pass the smell test for me. It's fruit, dude. I'm not saying, you know, if you're eating like 6 pineapples a day, you're probably getting, it's a little much, right? Sometimes people out here, they'll be in ketogenesis. You can tell. They're cranky. And they're like, can I get the salad, the Caesar salad, but no lettuce, please? Just a cup of dressing and some bacon bits? Anyway. Yeah, I have bacon on a Caesar salad sometimes. I'm out here living life. We're getting sidetracked. Stop distracting me. Trying to buff the salamander here a little bit. You also generate apples. You're like, if we take you, we're hard committed to the Jaboa. You're not a startup. You're a friend ahead herd, not a startup battle. Oh. You're not startup battle. I don't know about this salamander, man. I think we might be hitching our wagon to the wrong post. Especially vegetables. Whenever people are like, I try not to eat too many carrots, they got a lot of sugar in them. If a doctor told you that, that's one thing, okay? It was just something you surmised for yourself on the internet. I have a certain amount of suspicion there, but that's okay. It's your life, not mine. Baboon, and let's buff tier 3s. We got an owl, that's perfect. Thank you so much. I think you're gone first. I don't know what we're gonna. You're gone soon after, so don't get too attached here. Yeah. But if your diet vilifies vegetables, if it's working for you, stick with it. If you're looking for one to try on for size, and you're like, I like this one that says never eat spinach, you gotta ask yourself if that makes sense to you. Fruit is one thing, but vilifying vegetables is crazy to me. Because vegetables taste worse than fruit. Fruit almost tastes like candy. It sort of makes sense that you'd be like, this tastes too good to be good for me. I like vegetables, but when you eat a Brussels sprout, you know, you're like, this is nourishing. You're not like, oh, I'm being a little bad. You're like, it's a Brussels sprout. Relax. How is this run the run that's like holding it together, by the way? I would love a turtle. I think I've learned my lesson. You're gone. You're going to get super buff. The turtle is going to start to get buff next turn. Nobody needs a strawberry. Nobody needs their stats changed. Why would you do this to me? We should roll anyway, though it bothers me. No. You know what? They buffed each other. If I'd known you were going to buff each other, I would have combined you and bought an early turtle. How could you do that to me? There's a slap in the face how quickly I was replaced. Okay, now you do pretty much have to get combined. Toot sweet, I suppose. Oh, but now look at this. Look at this all messed up now. I can't believe I'm buffing a silk moth. You do nothing for. We don't need any extra space anyway. You might as well take this then. Or we need to keep the space if we're going to keep the owl around. But the owl hasn't hit level 2 yet, so I'm starting to feel like the owl is like way past his best before. No! It's falling apart again! I'm sorry, Owl. It had to happen. Come on. Come on now. Let's not get nasty. You might as well. I mean, like just for one round. And then we're hoping to get a tier 5, and ideally like the baboon would level up, and then we could run a tier 6 as well. Hold, hold, hold. We're so not back. Look at the rest of our squad, bro. We're going to prison. It's horrible. Once we fizzle off at the start, it's a disaster. Okay. You're pretty important. And I think so are you. And now we've at least got a tier 1, 2, and 3. The baboon isn't doing anything. This is okay. You didn't buff the right lad. Wrong lad got buffed. And yet there we go. Okay, thank you, Stegosaurus, for your support. You're going to get endlessly buffed by the baboon in the future as well. Green pepper is really good, but I gotta put it on the right lad. 6, 4, 3, 1, 4. 4, 4. You're gone. You're here. Baboon's going to buff you for 1 round. It makes more sense to level the turtle first. And then you're kind of praying that the Stegosaurus is going to buff the baboon so that it gets a buff and also a melon. I might not be as stupid as I think I am. That doesn't compute. I'm probably more stupid than I think I am. But I'm probably not quite as stupid as you think I am. I think that's fair. Most people probably overestimate their own intelligence and overestimate the stupidity of others. Ah, never mind, I'm washed. I'm dumb. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. I hope you enjoyed it because it's going to be the last time. Just kidding. I'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. probably. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Later.